How's it going, guys? Real quick before we get started, I'm going to be talking about Muv-Luv Verse later in this video after we wrap everything up. So if you want, go ahead and skip to that point. I'll put like a timestamp down in the description, like first line there. Just jump to that if you don't want to see the ending of Altered Fable for this part of the playthrough. Otherwise, I hope you stick around and hear my thoughts on the upcoming Muv-Luv Verse. How's it going, guys? Well, welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Muv-Luv Monday. We're in Photonmelodies. I believe we're at the end of Altered Fable, at least my playthrough of it. Granted, there's more in Photonmelodies. There's more side stories from the alternative side of things. So there's more to play in the game than just this. But I definitely was most looking forward to Altered Fable. It's a bit bittersweet, but of course, we got to see what the ending is. And then, depending on how long it takes, we might roll right into the next alternative, storyline. So I hope to keep you interested in that. And then, of course, keep in mind that we also have the recent release of The Day After, which is really going to be exciting to jump into as well. So just hope you stick around. Hope you keep enjoying all the Muv-Luv stuff. Seriously, this series feels like it'll never end, but I'll be sad when it ends. I don't really mind. So let us continue to jump right in because we're about to get, I guess, the reward. We're getting through the game. So YouTube, be kind. YouTube, please be kind. This is just going to be fun. I can't wait. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Yep, there's nothing else to it. Let's jump right in. So we heard a whisper say, then I suppose I'll head on in.
Hi. 心配してないわよ.
Oh no. What the heck is that sound? What on earth is happening? What's that weird rumbling sound? This is another dream? Wait. What the heck? What's going on? Where the heck am I? Huh? Oh, lovely bubbly. Why are we descending into an eternal basement of doom? And why are we having the classic squeezy sound? The soft, supple texture and that voice. It couldn't be. I knew it! Wait. Hang on. Isn't this like the same thumbnail that was the first episode? What the heck? And what happened over here? Where's my winner? What the heck's going on here?
Takeru様の荒々しさ、男らしいですな。どうぞ存分にこの胸ご堪能ください。
I bet you I was 10 seconds away from the ending, wasn't I?
どうしたのですか?
No, I just don't even know how to begin to respond to that. There's a certain threshold of shock after which people become incapable of expressing even a hint of surprise. Well, for starters. Could you tell me what exactly it is you're doing here?
はい。先ほどの作戦において私がポイント数でトップだったのです。
Right. Wait, you guys were keeping score? Oh, crap. V-card! Bob. I totally forgot about the V-card thing. I meant to tell them that the deal was off.
それでここに参った次第です。
It's so loud. Okay, but what's the big deal idea here? What the heck are we?
嫌ですわ。タケル様のお部屋ではありませんか。
Obviously not, or else I wouldn't be asking. But now that she mentions it, this does look an awful lot like my room, minus the walls, doors, and ceiling. Wait, what am I saying? All that means is that they moved all my stuff to a different building, so what the question remains, where the heck are we?
この部屋はただいま地下に加工中なのです。
Why? Why?
はい。以前この家全体への特殊防音加工についてタケル様が禁止を命じられたことがございましたね。
You think you need a mile of dirt to soundproof? Oh, right. Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
その直後でしたか。メイヤは同じ加工をタケル様のお部屋にのみ施していたのです。
Wait, what? Are you kidding me after I explicitly forbade her?
家全体には行っておりませんし、スイッチでの起動式で普段は使うつもりなどなかったようでございますよ。
I'm terrified because what were they intending to use it for to begin with? That's called a loophole abuse, dude. For crying out loud, she wasn't planning on ever using it, then why'd she install it in the first place?
このような時のための備えだったと思いますが。
Right. And what kind of opportunity is that?
嫌ですわ、タケル様。私、姫はじめの意味は存じませんが、何かの隠語のようなものであることぐらい、見当はつきます。
How could she not be familiar with it? She obviously understands what it is, even if it's implicit.
そしてその何かが何を指しているのかも。
Oh, fetch. Oh, gosh.
その時の様子の部屋の外に漏れ聞こえるのは、やはり恥ずかしいではありませんか。
No, but I also might need to call for help, which is really the real reason, isn't it?
ことにこの家は部屋と部屋の壁も薄く密集しておりますし。
Takeru, you lucky dog. Well, excuse me for being middle class, jeez. Okay, but I'm failing to see what this has to do with all of this.
大ありですわ。あろうことか、メイヤは部屋の扉にまで細工して、高度に暗号化された電子ロックまで備えていたのです。
Oh no. You're serious?
それがひとたび閉まれば、外から強制的に開けられる見込みはほぼありません。中から開けるにも専用のコードが必要です。それを知るのはメイヤのみ。つまり、部屋はメイヤ以外の者にとっては密室です。
She was tactical about that. So let me get this straight. At the push of a button, she could have locked me and soundproofed me in my room from the inside, and no one would ever know, no matter how hard I tried to force it open. Genuinely terrifying. If I didn't trust her, that'd be horrifically horrifying. But wouldn't it just trap me in there with her?
そのための仕掛けですから。
That was the idea. That little turd. Where will she? When will she get that? You can't control other people like that.
そのようなことになっては大変困ります。
Doesn't mean you aren't actively subverting her by making a escape tunnel. Thank you. You know, Yuuhi, sometimes I think you inherited all the common sense in the family.
ですから、メイヤのそうした計略に対する対抗措置として、この仕掛けを施した次第です。
It's amazing. Oh, okay. Now I'm following you. I guess if Maya made the walls and ceiling into an impenetrable fortress, the only other way to get in and out was for me to pull the floor out from under her, literally. Only way I can think of doing it from the outside. Nice thinking, Yuuhi. Not every day I see someone outwit Maya.
お褒めに預かり光栄ですわ。
Right. Wow, so I'm guessing your sensors picked up that Maya was trying to lock herself in here with me and then activated your little elevator thingy to save me? What? Am I wrong? Why is that a surprised reaction?
いえ、先ほども申しましたが、私には姫はじめの権利がございまして。
So she just decided to pull the escape, huh? Oh.
それがどのようなものなのかは見当はつくわけでございますし。
You have a lovely collarbone, by the way. Can I just say that?
やはり部屋の外に声が漏れ聞こえるのは避けたいところでもありまして。
Just gonna drink over here. Oh. Ooh.
地下深くまで降りれば、その心配も邪魔も無用かと。まあそういったわけで、メイヤは関係ございません。
Oh, I just utilized this way to try to break you out. But it has nothing to do with breaking you out. Let me out of here.
無理です。
I'm afraid it can't. Dude, come on. You realize that this is just as ridiculous as what Maya was trying to do, right?
はい。ですが。
But in lieu of what I desire, it's worth it. No buts! I take it all back! You and Maya really are cut from the same cloth.
あら、それは当初から何一つ変わっておりませんが。嫌ですわ、タケル様。今さらそのようなお戯れを。
Yuuhi, no! Don't turn to the dark side. Although, to be fair, I mean, will Takeru actually say no? Probably not. Hopefully. But if he does, he should be able to. And secondly, though, I mean, we knew this was coming.
私とタケル様が共に描く未来のために、こうしてタケル様のおそばにいるのであり、それはメイヤとて同じこと。ことタケル様のことであれば、たとえ妹といえども手加減はいたしません。まして他の皆様に至っては言うに及ばず。
Getting some real, like, high potential yandere vibes here.
加えて申せば、 メイヤだけが先んじることがないように対策は講じましたが、今申し上げた理由により
It was dual purpose, I'm guessing, right? Because you're never one for just, you don't just do a job right, you also plan ahead. That's the big difference between Maya and Yuuhi. Maya, she's like, all right, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure I get exactly the outcome I desire. Good, very good. Yuuhi kind of thinks along the same route, but she extrapolates it beyond. She's just like, I'm not only going to give myself an advantage, but I'm also going to make myself have more options than just, because like Maya, she just made like effectively a bunker out of his room. Yuuhi didn't just make a bunker. Oops, sorry, microphone. She didn't just make a bunker. She also provided an escape route. It's twofold. It's something that could be solving. It can solve two different issues that require like extenuating circumstances. Again, Yuuhi's pretty awesome.
タケル様に絡むメイヤに対する各種の対策はこれによる総裁が目的なのではなく、常に私が先んじていることを念頭に置いております。
Right. Wait, so that just to clarify.
はい。なんでしょう。
When you say unbeatable, does that mean you're taking measures so that not even Maya could rescue me from this situation, no matter how hard she tried?
え、無論です。到着したようですわね。
Oh dear. No walls, no exit. Not even a window. Where the heck are we?
少なくとも私たちの声は地上に一切届かない程度に深い地下です。
We're deep enough. That's all that matters. Oh, well, that's a simple enough explanation for me. Thanks.
では、ご説明も終わりましたので、今度は私の質問にお答えいただきたいのですが。
Oh dear. Oh dear. Like what?
姫はじめとは一体何でございますか？
Oh dear. I think you already know.
なるほど。私の見当は正しいと。では、実践に移らせていただいてもよろしいですね。
I mean, can't we go on like a date first? We're not doing anything of the sort. Whoa, dude, why are you taking off your clothes?
タケル様は着たままがお好みですか？もしやそれはチラリズムというものでは。
She oddly has these weird gaps where she doesn't know really basic stuff, but then she knows some like pretty advanced stuff. What the heck did you learn that? That's neither here nor there.
ではどのような問題が？今さら恥ずかしがるようなことではないではありませんか。
I mean, fair point. That was just a biological phenomenon. Men can't help it sometimes.
しかし、共に肌を合わせていたことには変わりませんよ。
Yeah, she's got you there, Takeru. Oh, God, I can feel her soft mouth rubbing against my back. Quit pressing them into me.
タケル様。
Oh, that's in my ear. Oh. It's just, no. Yeah?
こちらを向いてくださいまし。
Nope. No, wait. Out of the question.
何故です。
Come on. I mean, come on, Takeru. Really? Are you really going to draw this line? I mean, come on, man. It's Yuuhi. Well, I'm dealing with a little bit of a situation here. She's got her arms wrapped around my neck and she's whispering in my ear. Could someone please tell me how I'm supposed to not get a raging you-know-what from this?
どこかお体の調子でも。
Don't say that. That's probably not the word I'd use, but sure, let's go with that.
それはして、どこがどうなったのですか？私にお見せください。
This is where it's been edited for Steam, I'm sure. Wait, stop! Don't reach your arm down there. She knows exactly what she's doing. Stop! Somebody help!
タケル様？
I am begging you. I don't care how deep we go underground. Just let me out of here.
その扉は開きませんよ。
Okay, then how about that would do? Holy crap!
タケル様、落ち着いてください。
Calm down. I'm stuck in an underground sex dungeon with a naked woman who wants to steal my virginity. I mean, come on. I mean, there's worse places to be, Takeru.
僭越ながら、男は度胸が肝心ですよ。
Yeah, well, call me a whip if you want. I'm not ready for this, okay? No means no. Somebody! Anybody get me out of here! I don't care if I'm being irrational. This isn't how I want to give a V card. I just want to feel romantic and perfect. I got lost in a bet.
少々咳すぎましたか。
I actually agree, but I also understand that like it feels like if you don't do this, like you'll never get them to like actually acknowledge your feelings. Ah, it's kind of a crappy place to be. Somebody please.
タケル様
I need help. Wah!
タケル様ではせめてしばしこのままで。
She's like, okay. I mean, I don't know how to feel about this. Yuuhi.
タケル様のぬくもりを感じていたいのです。いけませんか。
See, this is the clever approach. This is the clever one. Well, guess that's fine. We got it, ladies and gentlemen. He's done. It's over. He's given up effectively. Like, we know how this will end. I mean, how cruel would I have to be to say no to that?
よかった。
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Okay, I think I changed my mind. Could someone please hurry up and get me out of here, please?
タケル様、温かい。
Just surrender, Takeru. Come on.
ミツルギ、ここ開けなさい。ダメです。何やってもびくともしません。白金、開けろー。
Wait, so was it Mana who let her in then? Because I thought it was Yuko.
お待ちください。今扉を開けますゆえ。どうして扉にそんなボタンが。
Of course there is.
何がどうなっているのだ。なぜ勝手にロックが。
Why is it engaged?
マナ、あんたが開けなさいよ。わかってるわよ。
She's like, do you hear the anger in that voice right there? Listen.
マナ、あんたが開けなさいよ。
Oh, that's Maya. Oh, fetch. Even she doesn't know. Wow, Yui's really flying off here.
ユイ様、タケル様。
What a voice line.
つくよね
Did she fall into the pit?
何これ。あなたね。部屋があったところに花があるよ。
Well, that's a flaw in your design, Yui. You should have had a fake room that installs itself like in there, so it looks like it's just empty.
うわー、全然下が見えないね。どうしてこんな。姉上してやられたわ。とにかくなんとかしなさい。
Yuko? What?
どうしようもないですよ、こんなの。覗きなんて趣味の悪いこと諦めたらどうですか。
Akane's got it right.
うるさい。そうだわ。早せ早せ。
Oh no.
何ですか。
Why Hayase?
行きなさい。
は。
Why me?
このエレベーターシャフトの下には白金たちがいるのよ。
それはわかりますけど。
降りたんだから登れるはずでしょ。下行ってスイッチを探して押すのよ。
行くって。
Yeah, is this literally just a little herald to the fact that she like did the whole Yokohama like base, like went down like into the pit to the core?
飛び降りるに決まってるでしょ。絶対お断りします。
Right.
何よ。じゃあ鈴宮姉。
What?
あんた行きなさい。
Why would she?
ダメに決まってるじゃないですか。
And why are you so desperate to get down there?
ああ、もう何なのよ。全然つまらないわ。超つまんないわ。
Maybe she's just drunk.
ああ見えて姉は侮り方しか。
What a
一つ私にも作ってもらえないかな。
what a sex dungeon?
作ってどうするおつもり。
Yes.
いや、やはりプライベートは大切だろう。特に私たちには。
They're so not subtle at all.
そうね。主にミサエさんだと思うけど。お二人はまさか、師匠？
Ah.
師匠と呼ばせてください。
Be careful what you wish for.
やれやれ。こんな楽しいおもちゃがいたんじゃ、光月先生も毎日楽しいでしょうね。
Are you really just gonna do a slow fade out to the end?
ま、恋愛原子核とやらの運命ってやつですか。
Yeah.
恋愛原子核って、なんかかっこいいよね。
This is square. That's awesome. That's so cool.
はあ、簡単からこれか。今年も思いやられるわ。
What is that? It's like a little blip, like a space station or something. Like, you're seeing that, right? Like,
誰か助けて。
oh, Savika? Where'd she go?
私はここだよ。
Where are you? Oh my gosh. She's just stuck to a satellite.
なんか絶対使えない。
I'm sorry. You deserve better than that. Farewell, soldier. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, that was glorious. What a great story. Look at all the great cast. Oh, I'm sad it's over. I'm a little disappointed in the ending, but it was great. Again, I'm sure it was cut short because, you know, Steam version, whatever, but that's fine. It was still lovely. It was great. I should have just added that to the end of the last episode. I kind of was hoping for... I literally kind of thought they were going to end up doing like a romantic date kind of thing. I was really hoping for that. I think it would have been really cute to see. So that's why I saved it. Like, I was hoping that we were going to see like Takeru have like a moment and then go like have like a romantic getaway or something. But I mean, I can't be too surprised. But the last episode was also just so long. I don't know if I would have wanted to add extra to it. But yeah, it kind of puts us in an odd place to this episode, doesn't it? Because it's like very clearly much shorter right now. If I tried to end it now, it's like way too short of an episode. But I also feel like it'll be super gear changing if we jump into an alternative story right now. Oh well. I think we'll just jump into something new after the credits. So of course, there might be an after credit scene, so I'll just wait around for that. But overall, Altered Fable, like, I've said it before, I'll say it again, like, it's obviously a love letter to the fans, and it's such a good one. My gosh, it's so great. I'm definitely looking forward to playing through all the endings for this one on my own time, because I'm definitely playing all of them. Oh, I can't wait to see them. And I wonder if there's any hidden ones, too. I'll have to look that up, because, like, there were, like, hidden, like, sub-routes, you know, even an extra. Like, is there going to be a Marimo ending in Altered Fable? But I don't know. We'll have to see. The music is so good. What a year. Like, when I started this series, like, years ago, like, who'd have thought that, like, by the time I would finished Alternative, it would be going through some of the extra content, that we'd be getting an alternative anime, that they'd be opening up, like, new games and, like, the Muv-Luv Verse and all that stuff that's happening now. It's like, I picked a good time to get involved in this fandom, you know? I'm very lucky in that regard. And I hope it's a bright future of other, like, visual novels coming to light and kind of catching people's eye and growing bigger and more popular. It's really exciting. Like, heck, Fata Morgana is really kind of having almost a revolution of interest. I'm hoping, like, what Fata Morgana could also make a really good anime, like, if they did it right, which I think they could. That's one that I think could be a decent anime, because if each door was, like, 1 or 2 episodes, like, you'd probably be able to go back and do the revisits and everything and, like, get the finale in too. Like, it'd be really good. Horribly depressing, but good. But yeah, I'm not really sure how many stories are in here, like, after this, or how much longer we're looking at. Like, are we looking at another, like, you know, 20 hours, or is it going to be a lot of short stories? I really have no clue. This was obviously, like, the gem of Photonmelodies, so I'm happy to be getting it done, but thank you to everyone, Evan Ward and all those other guys. Like, oh yeah, and Evan was the one who's, like, no longer on the staff, right, for localization, which is really sad. But it was really cool. Thank you for everyone who was a part of this and made this a thing. Like, this was such a great, you know, trip to be on. Kickstarter. Salute to all the Kickstarter people. The Kickstarter was well and done before I even knew it existed, but I wish I could have supported it. It would have been wonderful to be able to do that. It wouldn't it be cool to see my own name in the credits? That would have been amazing. So good job for all of you who did. All right, let's see if there's anything else here, or if we're going to jump right into something else.
諸君、我々はいつまでここにいればいいと思うかね。
Oh, crap, I forgot about them!
全く見当もつきませんな。
時々、楽しそうな声が響いてきますね。もしかして、私たち、忘れられてるんじゃないかしら。
I totally did. Hey, so they're in the thinking space too.
いや、
Whoa, he's here too?
なんとか地上に出られたようだ。今は、夜か。
Oh, so she punched Saber so hard, she went into orbit and he was like buried on the ground.
ジャック、どこ？ここはどこなの？
俺が知るわけないだろう。くそ、ひどい目にあった。なんだったんだあれは。新しい兵器か。
Pretty much, yes.
ジャック！
なんだ。ようこそ反省坊へ。
諸君の到着を歓迎する。
お前たちは。
Justice is served.
一緒に反省しましょうよ。これでしばらくは退屈しなくて済みそうね。
Oh no.
やめろ。
Well, that's at least I have something to do now. Oh man. Not the end credit scene I was hoping for, but it was well deserved and totally tied up some loose ends I had completely forgotten about. Oh, lovely. So stinking good. Oh man. Case closed. Yeah, definitely not. I gotta get through all the other endings. I'm so happy. It was so good. So, gotta exit this. Yeah. So, that was Altered Fable. Okay, so we have a lot here, actually. We might be doing this for a while now. Oh, this is just information. Okay, so we got these two. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today for Muv-Luv Monday. I was thinking, well, that seemed too short to just be an episode by itself, but yet it was long enough that I didn't think I could just staple something else onto it, especially because everything's going to be changing with some of the new stuff we're going to be covering in the rest of Photonmelodies. So I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about the news that recently dropped, the Muv-Luv Verse. Now, what is the Muv-Luv Verse? Well, from all intents and purposes, I don't really know yet. We've got a decent idea. I've got a link in the description if you want to watch the actual trailer, which is what's going to be playing right on the screen while I'm discussing it. But obviously immerse yourself in it. But it's a decent opportunity for a community to get more involved. And so I think it's something that's going to be very pertinent to us. And I hope that it's something that we get to help engage with, because what they're trying to do definitely has a lot of merit to it. Something I definitely support and want to get involved with in any way that I can. So we're going to discuss it a little bit and what my impressions were. So first of all, what is it? It looks like it's an online hub. Effectively, it's a Muv-Luv themed chat room with usable assets, mini games, and apparently it's going to be hosting a lot of potential things like future live events, new Muv-Luv like information, info dumps, and releases. Looks like it's going to be kind of the place to be if we wanted to have a part in the Muv-Luv community as a whole. Now, the first impression I got of it, of course, and many of you have made the same observation, it's kind of like Muv-Luv Club Penguin. You know what? You're probably right. But what is it really? Like, another good way to look at it from my point of view is that it's effectively an enhanced Discord server. Discord effectively lets us do the same thing. We can gather together, we can chat, we can hang out, and yet, you know, beyond just being in chat rooms or posting like messages, that's really like all that you see in a Discord chat, which is honestly, normally it's very much enough for me. But with the release of Muv-Luv and kind of this almost like Muv-Luv kind of rebirth that we're watching, I can see why they would be interested in creating an online space to be able to try and make it a mediation ground for the community as a whole. It's kind of it's an interesting idea, but I also see the motivation behind it. And just some key points I wanted to take away from this. First of all is the fact that this place is designed to be a creation zone. They talk about how they're giving assets because they want to help people make videos. They actually want to invite all members of the community to make videos or like discussions and forum posts about what makes Muv-Luv great and why it's worth the investment, because they make a very clear point, and it's something that any fan of a visual novel in general struggles with when trying to help their friends understand why they're so obsessed about this stuff. Because when it comes down to it, if you can get over like some of the initial just I don't know hurdles, because people haven't heard much about visual novels, is the fact that, especially with the Muv-Luv series, like if you just go with core Muv-Luv, you know, you're talking extra, unlimited, and alternative, that's like 150 hours of gameplay reading time. Is it worth it? Absolutely, but it's hard to convince people of that because it seems like such an enormous thing to start getting into. And like, the payoff is so good, yet to get to that point can be a bit of a struggle if you're new to the genre. So it's kind of hard, and it's actually why Muv-Luv usually isn't the first thing I recommend, though I always talk it up. It behaves as really odd behavior. So the idea of us creating content of our own, being able to share a kind of almost like a testimonial of like why this game is so important to us and why it's so meaningful, I get that. I think there's a lot of merit to such an idea. And I think it's something I would love to encourage all of you to do. Naturally, I'm going to make videos about it. In fact, I do think I have officially decided I'm going to make a Why Should You Play Muv-Luv video. That is going to be a special feature. It's going to be coming up likely in the next month or two. It looks like we're going to have opportunities to have access to at least the initial version of the Muv-Luv Verse in English. They're planning to make it available, it seems, in May. I think it said in the trailer like May 14th or May 21st, something around there. And if that's the case, then I absolutely am planning to use the assets for that, as well as other assets from like the game itself and just maybe even my own channel to talk about like make my own sales pitch of like, why should you join this wonderful community? Why should this be something you should do? It's probably going to become a big staple on my channel. I'm probably going to premiere it and everything. But I also think it'd be really good to have some of you, members of my community, to make their own versions as well. So I don't know exactly how we're going to be able to go about this best, but first and foremost, if you decide to make a video, like a testimonial of yourself, please make sure to post it on my channel, on my Discord. I think I might be able to even somehow feature it on my channel, at least a link to it somewhere. I could like add links in the description of my video. And if I can help you like get impressions, get like clicks and views about like that, your testimony video, I want to. I just don't know how much I can do. There's limiting factors there. For instance, I can't link a bunch of videos in one video. It just doesn't work that way. But regardless, I want you to feel like you have support as well. I even would be willing to help offer like some tips about like editing and capture and anything that I use to make the content I make. I will happily answer those questions for you. And if we get enough of those questions, I could easily make that a public kind of forum of my own, like maybe a little podcast or a showcase of just like, what are some of the basics and easy ways for you to make content like that? I want to absolutely help you if you want. Now, the next part about Muv-Luv Verse in general is also supposed to be this community hub. Now, naturally, I would love to be considered part of a community outreach. They talk about and they drop a hint about reaching out to like creators through the Muv-Luv Verse and making that kind of a way that they can interact with people who are covering Muv-Luv content online. I would love to hope that I could be a part of that, but let's be real, I'm a pretty small channel. I doubt they're going to be focusing on me. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they start trying to reach out to really large gaming channels. Like, heck, what if they even went to like Game Grumps, who have a history of playing visual novels on their channel sporadically, but they play them. Now, granted, that's a tougher one because like I just don't see Dan and Aaron going the 150 like hours to like get all the way to the end of Alternative, which frankly they should, because like I think they'd enjoy Extra. But man, can you imagine the Game Grumps playing Alternative with all the proper context? It would be amazing. So that becomes a bit of an issue where like I'm sure they're going to be very heavily pitching to larger creators in every way they can. But I don't know what their response will be. I hope they get it though. I'd love to see big channels go really big with this series. But I'd also hope that channels like Echo 6 and myself, Twit Gamer, and the myriad of other creators I've seen cover Muv-Luv in various forums and formats who have helped me build the community in the English and like other international audiences. Like, I'm hoping that they'll make room for us in all of this too. That would be really cool. But regardless of whether they make that official or not, I do want to say that when Muv-Luv Verse kicks off, I hope that we can do a live stream event where I will pop on and you can all pop on if you are available. We can try and coordinate a day maybe where we can all just kind of go on together. We can make some live content and just kind of peruse around and see what the Muv-Luv Verse really has to offer. Like, that's something I definitely want to do with you guys. So keep your ear out for that. If you haven't joined the Discord, I'll definitely be making posts about that when that time comes. I would love to be able to kind of make that a big event for the channel if we can. It'll be like our version of Christmas. So my impression so far, I'm excited. I'm just excited that there's more Muv-Luv content. I almost sound like a bit of a Kool-Aid drinker at this point, so don't just take my word for it. And obviously, like, I'm skeptical in some ways. I do feel like as it's shown so far, it feels a bit too gimmicky. I feel like that as long as they're like making sure to utilize this forum to make ready content available, to really support community members and to create a space where we not only can just chat, but also like have direct interaction with the company and the publishers and help them like, that level of like direct connection with like everyone who's a part of the Muv-Luv franchise in general. That would be good. Like I said, I don't want to view this as a Club Penguin, just a place where we hang out and look at ads. Like, I really hope that's not what it turns out to be. I really want this to be a Discord server with enhancements, visual aids, and encouragement of creators, because we haven't seen a lot of direct creator support from a lot of visual novel companies. I do get support from companies who publish visual novels. Oftentimes they can reach out and offer like either a deal or like at least a heads up or early access to a visual novel, which I'm super grateful for. But oftentimes there's a big disconnect between the international audience, and especially the creators, and the actual like developers of visual novels in the games. But when we've been able to make that connection, it's been one of the best experiences of my life. I will never forget for the rest of my like existence the time when I was personally messaged by the writer of Seabed, one of my favorite visual novels, who watched my playthrough, and despite the fact that she didn't like speak English, was able to enjoy the experience of me like enjoying her story and being able to connect on that level, and having her personally reach out and thank me for doing that playthrough meant so much to me. And the fact that this could now become a thing for the Muv-Luv universe of all things, holy crap. Oh, it's like a dream. Like, I'm planning on going on a trip to Japan in the near future. Like, now that I'm vaccinated and everything, I'm hoping within the next year or two I can make that happen. And there would be nothing cooler than being able to meet some of the fantastic creators behind the Muv-Luv universe. So, these are these opportunities, these openings, and this acknowledgement of our existence as international like fans of Muv-Luv means so much. And it's a stepping stone that makes me super excited and want to engage, even if there are doubts, and even if I do think there are some parts of this that might be a bit gimmicky. Frankly, I don't mind. I'm so excited just to see that this like storyline, this world, this universe is expanding, that we're going to be seeing a probably more attention brought to this fantastic series than has ever been brought to it before. This is like one of the best times for this to be happening too, where anime in general is becoming more mainstream. Visual novels are starting to get more and more attention. We had a visual novel get the highest score in Metacritic of any game in history. Like, that's a big opportunity, and we've seen repercussions of that, and now we're going further and further along. This might be one of the most exciting times to be getting into visual novels. This might be the best time to be getting your friends to start talking about this stuff. This is the time to really, really invest that energy into trying to make that happen. So I'm sold on this Muv-Luv Verse. I'm also a big fan of like what we've seen so far of the anime. Oh, the delicious cutscenes of the TSF fights. It looks really good. So the quality is definitely there. I'm still really scared that they won't be able to deliver alternative properly without context of extra and unlimited. But oh my gosh, I'm at least going to enjoy the eye candy. So I'm excited for all that. But I hope you appreciated all of this. This is kind of my reaction video to those things. I didn't want to like make an independent video because I don't know, this seems weird to me. I mean, reaction videos are a thing, and I don't have anything against them, but for me, it just seems a bit odd to just have me talk over a trailer. This is the closest I'm going to get, but even then, it's like, I'm not even just watching it with you and reacting to it. I'm simply telling you about it while showing you clips from it. That's a big difference in my book. But I don't know, maybe I think another part of it is like, I don't know if they want me to do that or not. It's like, this is just me doing what I can to try and like share my thoughts. But absolutely, if like they ever reach out to me and they tell me what kind of content like they would be interested in me making, like you'll see it for sure. But for now, I just wanted to say, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you look forward to this, and if you follow the Discord, you'll definitely see more updates directly. I'm sure I'll post it on the channel too, so don't feel like you have to, but the Discord is the best place if you want to get like timely and impactful updates about what's going on the channel. But thank you guys so much for being here. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on the video today. This was a fantastic episode. It was so much fun to make this one. Of course, this was just fluff. It was just a wrap up. Again, like, I kind of gamble because I do everything so blind on this channel. I have to try and guess when a good time to stop was. And like I said, I kind of thought there was going to be a bit more of a date-like aspect to the ending of this when there really wasn't. So I really should have just played through the end. I kind of got that feeling because of some of the comments that were left on the last video, but what can you do? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I've been really lucky, and I've tended to be pretty good about picking good times to stop. So naturally, like the one time it didn't work out so well, it's nice that I had something to fall back on and talk about. Muv-Luv Verse looks really good. Please, thank you so much to all the patrons who are supporting the channel directly. You guys are really helping contribute to make this channel better than it is currently, and is continuing to grow and expand on like what I can do with it. It's really cool to see. I definitely want to reach out to you guys specifically about some things in the future, especially with Muv-Luv Verse. So keep an eye on your inboxes for the on your Patreon account. I have some interesting ideas to proposition you with, and we will probably do some scheduling because I'm thinking about trying to do something very special together. So keep an eye out for that. Anyway, though, you're definitely supporting the channel regardless if you're a patron or not. So thank you so much. Every bit helps. Every view helps. Every comment really helps. I love being able to hear your comments. Like, it makes so much. It makes my day so much to hear what you guys say. And yeah, keep an eye out on the channel because our Wednesday series is probably about to wrap up, which means we're going to be jumping into something new. And I love when we get to start something new. I hope it's something you guys will enjoy and look forward to. And of course, there's always something new and exciting around the corner. So thank you so much. And until the next video, watch me up. See me in next. I'll see you there.